Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. We live in a town where 93% of Sioux Falls citizens believe that their city is an excellent or good place to live. My gosh, we have so much to celebrate in this city. We are getting so much accomplished. And yes, we truly do care for the people that we serve here. 1,100 plus city employees making a difference. Before we move too far into 2014, I thought it was important that we just take a couple of minutes to remember 2013. And yes, celebrate our big wins. Let's get started. Number 10. My goodness, we have rock solid financials. In fact, you name a stronger city than Sioux Falls when it comes to their financial strength. We enjoyed strong sales tax revenue growth in 2013 at 7.7%. We've got a growing property tax base, and there is construction everywhere. These first two bullets, they're incredibly important for any city, but especially a South Dakota city. Because if you're going to fund government in South Dakota, you basically do it through two ways: sales tax revenue and property tax revenue. And when you've got a construction boom like we've got going on in our town, those property taxes will be coming in very, very solid in the years to come. We've got solid reserves. My goodness, we have a reserve level over 30%. What that means is that we could keep this government running in the city of Sioux Falls without any new dollars coming in. We could keep it running for almost 3 to 4 months. Unheard of. When it comes to collaboration within Sioux Falls city government, our employees really know how to do it. They do. We inked 3 contracts with our union employees in record time. At the same time, we just got done with a pension reform plan, which was really unprecedented across America. And again, we show that collaboration wins when it comes to our city employees. And you're going to be hearing more and more about this in the months to come, but we're in the process of executing a new financial management system that will make us even stronger. Oh, and I can't forget, it's year 4. It's going to be year 4 of where we will be adding to our city's piggy bank. Number 9. Shape Places was unanimously approved by our city council. I know some of you were thinking, wait a second here, Mayor. There were over 60 meetings that were held on this. We created a 260-page ordinance that would move this city forward in terms of our planning and our zoning mechanisms that we would have. There were not hundreds. There were thousands and thousands of hours that were put into this to help keep Sioux Falls moving forward in a progressive way, in a sound way, in a planned way. And yes, our city council approved it unanimously. Now, of course, it is up to the voters to decide on April 8th, and I respect that. But no matter what happens on that date, no matter what, I was not going to let this monumental effort by so many city employees, by so many citizens, go by without it being recognized. Number 8, subdivision compliance. Rules are rules in this town. If you say you're going to do something, you should do it. We went from 30 subdivisions in our town that were out of compliance when it came to finishing that final top lift of their road. We had neighbors, we had families that were moving into these subdivisions with the full intent that the roads would eventually be completed by the people who built their subdivision. Well, there were 30 of them starting in the year that were out of compliance. We're now down to 3. And we also have implemented a financial security process that now will protect Sioux Falls residents well into the future. Behind the scenes, Sioux Falls, we had a problem. We did. It was being ignored for far too long. And in a way, there were many in our town that were just kind of hoping this one just kind of go away by itself. Again, a bunch of meetings, process changes were implemented, holding folks accountable. What a novel concept. Improving neighborhoods, improving controls. We still have 3 that are out of compliance. We do. But the risk to this city has been dramatically reduced. And the quality of life for at least those 27 subdivisions has been greatly enhanced. Number 7. Downtown is one happening place. So much to celebrate here, and I could talk for probably hours on just this topic alone. Let's just talk about some of them. The downtown Hilton Garden Inn is up. You know, we tore down that old ice over river ramp, and now we've got this spacious, grand new hotel and convention center, which is just so much more fun to look at and yes, enjoy. Phase 2 of the River Greenway. We can live, work, and play in downtown Sioux Falls like we could never do before. And we're not done. There's construction everywhere downtown. Uptown, Phillips Avenue, you name it, there is some great construction going up. There's places to live, such as Phillips Avenue Lofts. Just so much fun. And then we kind of did something that was kind of out of the ordinary there. We decided we're going to have an extreme makeover when it came to helping people understand just how many great places there are to park in our town. It's so easy to park in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And yes, it's so easy to park in our downtown. We'd encourage you to use it. And we did. We listen and learn from the people of our town. We do it all the time. We do. During a survey, there were some folks out there who said, you know, Mayor, police team, city government, we are concerned that we don't feel as safe in downtown as maybe we would like. We didn't walk away from that. We jumped all over it. When it comes to this police team, if there's an issue out there, they want to address it. And they have been going after this one in a very, very intense way. And crime in our downtown is dropping in a big, big way, and we're not done. Sioux Falls, I just can't wait for this spring and this summer. Mark my words. Our downtown will be one happening place. And this is just the beginning. Just wait until we acquire those 10 acres. Just wait. Number 6. We are getting infrastructure stuff done. I'll tell you, there's still orange barrels everywhere, and there's more to come, and that's a good thing. Some of those boring things like sanitary sewer lines, they're getting repaired and rebuilt in a great way. This one probably could have been a bullet on its own. In fact, some of you are probably going to be disappointed that it's not a bullet on its own. And I get that. I do. We're building a $117 million event center in our city, in our state. Huge project. And it's a sub-bullet for this town right now. We are so close to the big grand opening, and it's going to be so much fun. But let's just continue on other infrastructure stuff. We have things like this bike trail, 21 miles of bike trail around our town that has never been wider, never been smoother, never been safer, never been faster. And that Tour Sioux Falls made us so proud. And we're going to do it again. And then, boy, we got this river that rolls right through our town. It's called the Big Sioux. And we are intensifying our focus on that. And you're going to be hearing more about that. We just had the first annual Mayor's Big Sioux River Summit. But again, I don't think this is a surprise, but to me, if you're going to capture the opportunities of your town, your infrastructure has to be rock solid. And in our town, infrastructure's back. But there's more to come. Number 5, event center sales, these sponsorship sales, they are staggering. Our luxury suites sold out 3 days. Loge boxes sold out 29 minutes. We booked in 2013 alone, $14 million are going to go into the city coffers to help our tax burden, to help our taxpayers with their quality of life. Private dollars coming in to government. $14 million in 2013 alone. And we've already booked $35 million, and there's more to come. We are well on our way to operating our event center complex in the black. Our goal is to give SMG one great head start. Partnering with private entities, it is a true testament to just how valuable public and private partnerships are. Folks, government's got to change the way it does business. It does. We are going to have to learn the value of these private entities partnering with government to make good things happen. It's the wave of the future. And in Sioux Falls, we're well ahead of that wave. Number 4, indoor ice, indoor tennis, indoor swimming, indoor recreation. This momentum is building. Public-private partnerships, once again, making these things happen for our city, improving the quality of life for our city. Partnering with the city council to evaluate aquatics in our town. That was a big win. Let's have a plan on how we're going to do this, where we're going to put our potential new indoor aquatic center. Let's plan it out. Then let's educate the people of Sioux Falls of what that plan is and why we feel that it's important for our town. I'll just tell you this. The citizens of Sioux Falls are ready. In fact, they've been ready for years. Number 3. We created over 3,000 new jobs in the city of Sioux Falls in 2013. Last year, the number 3 bullet just happened to be almost identical to this. It was number 3. But there was a difference. Last year, our town created 2,000 new jobs in 2012. This year, we created 3,000 in 2013. My goodness, I mean, that just shows that our economy was so strong last year, but it's only getting stronger in the city of Sioux Falls. These are good jobs, solid benefits. And one of the things that I think that is so important to understand is that when you've got a 3.1% unemployment rate, when you've got that, what it does is it spurs on this competition for talent. It spurs on this competition for good people who want to work hard for a company. And when it spurs on that competition, what it does is it automatically increases that salary scale. It automatically begins to improve those benefit plans. And yes, provides even better places for people to work in our town. I just love it. Oh, and we made a commitment to the people of our town that if they did pass this event center, that our goal was to have 85% of those jobs to build that thing would be done locally. Well, we're meeting that. On time, within budget, and yes, 85% of the jobs to build that are being done by local men and local women. You know, the rally cry was jobs, jobs, jobs. Give you a little glimpse into the future. The new rally cry is going to be workforce development, workforce development, workforce development. Number 2, we broke the record for construction in our city in October. In October. We had a $588.2 million boom. Record building permits, record new housing units. I mean, my goodness, the Planning Commission, we don't pay those folks a dime. And the Planning Commission, they had to process 160 development items. Bless them for that. They're good stewards. But can you imagine all the activity that happened in our town? You know, yeah, it says up there, we have a Costco now. Top 20 projects in 2013. And yeah, Costco's on there at number 6. Any other city in our state, any other town in our state, and I'll tell you, big towns and big cities across the Midwest, they would die to have one of these 20. And we've got 20. Number 1 on the list is the Denny Sanford Premier Center. But it's only 32 million of the grand total. Did you get that? It's only $32 million of the big boom. Number 20 on the list is the Raven Industries project that they were working on. That's a $5.6 million project, and that's number 20. Yep, we have a Costco, but we've got all these other incredible things on this top 20, and all the incredible things that didn't even make the top 20. We've been called America's next boom town, and I'm proud of that. I really am. Now, we have to have a number 1. We do. And this is what I consider was the biggest win for 2013. And I truly believe that this may go down as one of the biggest wins in our city's history. I'm going to start with a quote. Ron Pavin, who's the FEMA coordinator for our region, this was his quote. Sioux Falls conducted the absolute best debris operation from start to finish I have been involved with. It leads me to the number 1. Operation Timber Strike. April 9th, 2013 will be a day that this town may never forget. It was an unprecedented event in our city's history. But what a team came together. It was citizens, it was the city employees, it was state government, it was private entities. Every single department of your government was involved. Maybe not directly, but there was example upon example of how a city employee went on the call, and then some other city employee backed them up to cover the duty that they had. It was just wonderful collaboration. There were no serious injuries reported, which again is, I think, just a huge win. Just as an example, I wanted to kind of give you a flavor to kind of remember what that day was like. Fire rescue alone, they had 282 emergency calls on that day within the first 24 hours. That was 10 times our normal day. I mean, this was truly an unprecedented event. And yes, it was expensive. We did get reimbursed by the state and by FEMA, which was a huge win. But I kind of want to go back to kind of that storyline. It was a storyline of communication. And the media deserves a lot of credit for helping us communicate with the people. So many people to thank. This was teamwork at its finest. Determination. This storm was not going to defeat us. No way. execution. I mean, remember Sioux Falls? Remember when you heard the rumble of those massive trucks and all that other equipment coming down your street? Remember that rumble? And then remember when you saw those men and women executing that cleanup with just sheer precision. Not only once, not twice, 3 times. Going to 73 square miles of neighborhoods and parks and roads and waterways. It was sheer execution at its finest. And that was government doing it. That was government executing for its people. Remember the pictures of McKinnon Park? Remember Sylvia Henkin? Remember the interview? She's looking over McKinnon Park. She was so emotional because she didn't know if it would ever be the same. We also had some fun. Chief Jim Sedaris, his message to the people. Today is not the day to learn how to use a chainsaw. We got through at Sioux Falls as a team. We look back at it now, and maybe it almost seems so easy because we are so back to normal, stronger than ever. And in fact, stronger because of the storm. Because when that next emergency comes to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, your 1,100 plus city employees are ready. It's a true celebration. I am so proud of you, Sioux Falls. This was a great year for our town, 2013. But I want you to remember, we are capable of so much more.